Hey, good morning, afternoon, evening, people. Today is the 12th, Tuesday the 12th,
Yeah.
and it's going on 11 a.m. Hope everybody's having a good day. Everything's going well for you. Yeah, I got a couple questions on where we live. Do we rent or we buying? Do we rent or do we buy a home? And some other things. Well, where we live is we live in Badak, in the Ilocos Norte region. It's what, northwest corner of the Philippines? Yeah, it's region 1. We own our own home. How much we pay for this? 2.26. We pay 2.6 million pesos. It's got, I say, 3.5 bedrooms. They classify it as 4-bedroom.
131 square meter.
Yeah, it has. Just threw that in there. The one room is just small. I mean, you could use it as I would say use it as a nursery, if anything, you know, because it's kind of small. But I use that as my man cave. Then we have our room, and we have 2 other bedrooms, of course, and we have 2 baths, a kitchen, a living room, a 1-car garage, and a gated property. I don't know if you would call it gated. It's not a fence. It's more like a wall with railings. Yeah, but the neighborhood, the people here are really good people. I say they're honest people, and they're more than willing to help each other out. Why did we buy?
I don't know.
Why did we buy instead of renting? I have my reasons. What was your reason?
It's much better. You don't. You buy much better.
Yeah.
You know why? Because you don't have any more obligation every month for the rent.
Yeah. That is true. You don't have that. Being in the military for 21 years, unfortunately, you don't run across the most honest people as far as landlords, people renting property out. They make a whole lot of promises when you're renting, when you're there looking at the place, but a lot of times all them promises go away. And I just don't want to deal with that, you know. Or if something breaks in the house, and I don't know how they do it here in the Philippines, but if something breaks, like piping, the heater don't work, the aircon don't work, and you try to get a hold of the landlord, and it's nothing but a headache. Some people would say, and I'm pretty sure we're going to have the trolls, oh no, not me, because you know, I'm God and I walk on water, and every time I call my landlord, they ran over there. You're lying, just shut up, I don't want to hear you. I'm serious. Some people are just like that, you know. But do I think it's a mistake? No, oh no. Am I stuck in one place? Yeah, but I'm at a good place. Now we do own property somewhere else, and I didn't like the future of being there. That's all I'm going to say. I didn't like what was going on around us. I didn't like and I was just like, no. Now, one key thought you got to remember though: when you buy a house or sitting on property, you being a foreigner cannot own that property. You cannot own it under Philippine law. You can own the building or the house or whatever's sitting on it, but you cannot own the property. You can own a car in your name. You can have a motorcycle, anything, but you cannot own Philippine land because you're a foreigner. Which I have no problem. I agree with that 100%. You know, so people don't come over here, start buying up land real cheap and developing it and then selling it for too much. So what you do is you put your name in the house. In other words, my name's on the house, and you rent and you lease the property from your wife. Don't do this if you have a girlfriend. That's just crazy. Never build a house if you have a girlfriend, man. If you're not married, no. don't do it, man. I heard so many horror stories, so many horror stories. Because I'll tell you what happens, real quick. You get a houseboat with a girlfriend with the promise of getting married, and I've noticed that the Philippine woman, that is their thing in life. They want to get married. It's a status thing, status quo, married. And if she's dragging her feet about marrying you, something's going on. She's either already married or she has no desire to marry you. She's got somebody else in line. So if you ever build a house with a wife, always ensure that when everything's said and done, that house is in your name. And what you also can do is you can lease out the property from your wife for 99 years for like 100 pesos. That is because if anything happens to your wife, you don't have people coming out of the woodwork saying it's theirs and you got to get off. All you got to do is have a good lawyer. The lawyer backs you up and says, nope, he's got a lease agreement. But you also have to have in that lease agreement, even though upon the death of whoever that woman is, the lease is still an agreement. Do it through a lawyer. Don't do it through friends. Do it through a lawyer. That's the only thing I'm going to say about that. Been here 2.5 years now. Going on 3. In December it'll be 3 years. I will be applying for a 13A after. See, August I have to do for my another extension, visa extension. And then as soon as I get that, because I'm telling you, don't let your extension or your visa expire, because if it does and they kick you out for some reason or another, you'll never be able to come back, because they will blacklist you. They try to go through immigrations being blacklisted. It ain't happening. It's not happening. They're going to say, bye, we don't want you here. And they have every right to do that. Because everybody says I have rights. And, well, what I like about the Philippines is the Philippine government looks out for their own people first. That is their priority. The people of the Philippines. Everybody else.
How many times you extend already? 4,
3? No, 6.
4.
You can extend up to 3 years. And then after 3 years, you got to leave for 24 hours, then come back. Then you can start the thing all over again.
It start again.
Yeah. Now, last time I got my extension, how much did it cost me? 7,000 or 6,000?
7,000.
It's just 7,000 for 6 months extension on your visa.
Hey,
Yeah.
I remembered. Have you we haven't picked up your card?
I don't think they ever called.
No, they're not going
I thought
to
they called.
call you anymore. Just go there and pick up.
Well, I still got
You
my
paid
passport.
You paid that for you paid 3,000.
Yeah. Well, I got my. What was really about my timing is what, 2.5 months after I got here, everything was locked down. And during that time, I'll be honest, during that time I was like, what did I get myself into? But it really wasn't that bad. You know, it really wasn't that bad. They had a rule that going to the market, only one person in the household would go, but they kind of like turned a blind eye to us and let me go with her. Well, of course, how many months, when did you get surgery? I mean, a lot of things happened within the first year that I was here. A lot of things. We had the lockdown.
Last year. Only last year. May last year.
It's been more than a year, hasn't it?
More than a year already. What are you?
Yeah. But it was crazy. The first year it was kind of like when I got here, and after a while I was like, okay, what did I get myself into? What did I get myself into here? Because we couldn't do anything, couldn't go anywhere. But we toughed it out. You got the battle wounds to prove it. So you have any opinions or anything like that?
Opinion.
Do you regret moving here
Huh?
to Badak? Do you regret?
No.
Do you think you would like it in Assam, or you don't know?
Because if we didn't buy property here, of course, no more other choice. You have to stay.
Yeah. But like I said, I just didn't like the situation there. There was just, I don't want to get into it because it's neither here nor there. But I just didn't like what was going on there. And I know for my mental and Miles' mental health, we need to move on. Other than that, man, that's really about it. Like I said, and people have asked me how much does it cost to live here. It all depends on the person, you know. I mean, I'm here to retire. I'm not trying to relive my youth. Miles and myself are the same age. I'm not trying to relive my youth or anything like that. I just want to live comfortable for how many more years I got left, and just that's really about it, you know. Alright, well, I'll let you all go. What? You want to say something?
No. Say goodbye.
Now watch this, man. As soon as I turn the camera off, she does this all that. I mean, it's just her. She doesn't like being on camera. She does not like it. You know, so no, I'm not forcing her, but I understand that she gets real quiet.
I talk too much when there's no camera. If there is a camera, I would excuse me.
Yeah. Well, what she's worried about is I'm going to say something that might get people upset. That's what she is. Because she'll tell you, I'm an honest person, man. If I don't like somebody, I'll tell them I don't like them. You know, if I don't trust somebody, I'll tell them I don't trust them. You know, and she gets worried that some people might get upset by it or do something drastic or whatever. But you know something? I learned in the past 58 years, man, you got to be honest, you know. People don't like it, they don't like it. I'm sorry. I guess you're not really a friend. If you don't like it, I'm sorry. Is the Philippines a bad place to live? No. I love it here. There's certain things that bother me? Yeah, but you want to know something? I'm a guest. I'm not here to give them advice how to run their country. Believe me, I'm from the United States. I'm not. And I have told foreigners that come here and they complain about the people that, the government's this. Number one, don't get involved with the government. You're going to piss them off. Okay. Number two is, once you go back to your own country, fix that one and then come back to wherever country you're from and then come back here. Don't come to a country and try to tell them how to run things. That's insulting.
Yeah.
That's insulting. You don't do that. You don't do that, man. Like I said, the way of life here is, like I have said to people I know, where I live is the Philippine version of Mayberry. And if some people know what I'm talking about with Andy Griffin, it's the Philippine version of Mayberry. Everybody knows everybody. Everybody knows what everybody's doing. And if you do something really bad, they all know it. If you act stupid, they all know it. They know who the drinkers are. They know who the untrusting people are, you know. And we don't bother anybody. I mean, we have our friends around here. You know, that's just the way it is. It's a good place to live. And it's a good place to raise your kids. You know, because they got a public school, 5-minute walk from here, and they got a private school, about what, 10-minute walk? A 10-minute walk here. And I hear the private school is a really, really good school. I know nothing about the public school here. I know nothing.
Yeah, the school where Liam have summer classes, that is also a private.
Yeah. Now the summer classes here ain't like, see, in the States, Our summer classes is when you did really shitty the whole year and they say, hey dude, you need to go to summer school. Here it's they don't do that. A lot of kids go to summer classes to better themselves and educate more of themselves, which is a good thing. Alright man, I said enough. I'm way over my 10 minutes. I'm 15 minutes in. You all be good. Talk to you later. If anybody got any questions, I have no problems answering them, you know. I wish I had somebody who would answer my questions. So y'all be good. Peace out. Love yous. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. Bye.